Today we're going to learn how an electric motor works. This is a power window motor, and there's washer motors, there's wiper motors, there's power seat motors, but how do those work? And today I have Anaball, my assistant, and we have Brooke as my assistant. So if you just take a regular 12 volt battery, and we're going to hook up a ground and a power to it. So if you put the ground there and power there, you can see the motor spins. Okay? If I reverse the polarity, just turn it the other way, the motor spins the other way. But how does this work? What's inside of this motor that actually works? So Brooke had the question, how does it work? And we were talking about wiper motors. And if you look at this wiper motor here, I'm going to run a ground, and then a power. And Anaball, if you want to hold the motor, just hold the motor right there. Just hold this right here. And you can see it's spinning. So how does that work? All right, so what we did is we took an electric motor apart, and here's a motor, a washer motor, and what the heart of it is the inside of here is the motor. These are just gears that spin once the motor is spinning. So what we did is we took this one apart, and if you look inside of there, there's actually two magnets, really strong magnets, that are glued to the outside shell. And this is just like a starter motor, wiper motor, power seat motor, washer motor, just motors all over a vehicle. So we wanted to figure out how it works. So we took the back end apart, and what we have is two leads coming in, and you have those go to power and ground, which are brushes. There's brushes that the current flows onto this brush, negative and positive. Current flows into that and hits the commutator and actually energizes the commutator, which makes this a huge electromagnetic field, which then spins inside these magnets, inside the housing. So Anaball is going to connect the positive. Brooke, I'm going to connect the negative here. And what we do by doing that, if you look, right now there's no magnetism there. So he's going to put that on there, bring power in, and now it's a strong magnet, okay? So that can't spin though without the magnets on the outside of the housing of the case. So I'm going to actually bring these in, and you can see the motor as I move it in and out. The brushes are being energized from my 12 volt battery, creating a magnetic field in the windings of the armature, and I'm creating strong magnets just like on the outside of the case to spin the motor. And if you look on top of the motor, we'll let it slow down here for a second. This is a worm gear. So that gear actually spins this gear, which turns the motor, which in turn turns your wiper linkage. And that's how a wiper motor works.